call Allah Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, and Hashem Rakakadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone. And peace and salutation to all count doing this work in truth and sincerity in the four corners of the earth. And I want to do this lesson, going into Esau's plot and scheme, to get you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to comply, you know, to comply and to submit to this damn devil as your power, man. Because that's the plot. With all these stimulus checks, even with the unemployment, food stamps, all of that, this devil is just trying to get you Jake to be dependent upon him, man. And not even just not even just you Jakes, man. These heathen and all these other nations, man. You know, crippling crippling your businesses, crippling your jobs, to the point to where you're gonna have to take his stuff, man. You know, and then the only people that's gonna have the willpower to do that are gonna be to not do that. You know what I'm saying? To not conform is gonna be the men of the Lord, man. Okay, and the women that's out there as well. You know what I'm saying? The women and children. You know that the Most High set to be His elect, man. The 144,000 and the 1/3. You know, because He's gonna be, hey man, it's gonna be a tough time, man. All right, and it ain't just a physical thing; it's a spiritual component to it, man. That's gonna make these people bug the hell out. Okay, so like it says, we crossed the line that should have never been crossed when we sent stimulus payments directly to the American people during the very early stages of the COVID pandemic. Even many Republicans that supported the measure acknowledged that what they were doing was pure socialism, but they defended the payments by insisting that we were in the middle of a major national emergency. At the time, I warned that once the government started issuing such checks, the American people will always keep demanding more. When it was announced that the latest round of stimulus payments will, will only be 600 per person, angry activists vandalized Nancy Pelosi's home. Of course, they got Mitch McConnell's house too. So, like it say, in both cases, the vandals made it exceedingly clear that they wanted more government money. Okay, but this is their own government fault. This is the government's fault anyway. You know, because they set up this BS convid, man. All right, and shut down these people's businesses. All right, and way of life. Okay, but this was all a plan. Seize it, shut everybody down. All right, so now they don't have any money or no income coming through. Okay, and then cripple the economy by sending them stimulus checks and sending them all kinds of different uh, uh, programs. That's gonna cripple the economy even more. So you already got the economy not being stimulated because there's no business being done because of the COVID, and then you put even more debt on society by printing out these goddamn notes. So what do you think is gonna happen, man? You think you're just gonna keep continuing being able to print money out? Okay? And ain't nobody been talking about that. Ain't nobody on CNN or Fox News talking about that this is gonna cripple the economy. Okay? And it's gonna crash the US dollar. He said sadly it wasn't just a handful of activists that went ballistic. Literally millions of enraged Americans posted angry messages on social media that expressed how insulting the $600 figure was. And then even that's a plot. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's crazy. They threw out that little $600 because they knew that was gonna piss the people off, man, and get them used to and being accustomed to getting that handout from the American government, man. So they fed you, and then they starved you, fed you some scraps, okay? And now you're gonna scratch and claw, and then they're gonna give you the big lump sum, man. But what's gonna come with that? You're gonna have to take the goddamn vaccine, okay, or eventually you're gonna have to take that chip. It said, but prior to this pandemic, the U.S. government had never sent out universal basic income checks in the entire history of our country, right? Ever, you know? It says, so you would think that most people should be grateful for an extra 600, but instead, there was a tremendous amount of rage. They say President Trump wanted the payments raised to 2,000, and many Democrats did as well. The Republicans still had control to the Senate, and Mitch McConnell initially blocked that effort. They say, but now Democrats will surely have control of the White House, the Senate, and the House of Representatives. And one of the first things they plan to do is deliver $2,000 checks to the American people. And that's gonna be a detriment to the U.S. economy, man. They cannot afford to just keep giving people money. You know, they're gonna collapse the economy. All right. That may pacify the socialist mobs for a month or two, but eventually they will be back for even more payments. As the voices get angrier and angrier, do you think that anyone in Washington will be willing to stand up and say no? The incoming Vice President Kamala Harris previously proposed giving out monthly $2,000 checks for the duration of this pandemic. You know, and right now, man, they going for it, man. Call all y'all about shooting outside. These devils are going for it. You know, going for that home run slam, man. They just, hey, when has America ever just gave out money? You know what I'm saying? There's always something to it, man. Okay, and what they're trying to do with this shit is it's to set up, you know what I'm saying, that new world order, man. It's clear, you know what I'm saying. They ain't doing it out of the damn kindness of their heart. So if you were married with 3 kids, you would have gotten 10,000 every month under her plan. Come on, bro, 10 grand. You think the U.S. government can afford to give the common American 10 grand? You a loony, you know. To say, considering where we are as a society today, I think that most Americans would have been very eager to sign up for that. Of course, the price tag for such a plan would be nightmarish. It would have been approximately 600 billion every month, and that would mean that it would add more than 7 trillion to our national debt over the course of an entire year. But since we are liquidating the republic anyway, who really cares? And that's what they're doing, man. It's being liquidated. It's a goddamn fire sale right now, man. And what is gonna lead to the worst depression seen, you know what I'm saying, on the planet Earth, man. You know, they say when people find that they can vote themselves money, that will herald the end of the republic. Sadly, we have now reached that point, and this comes at a time when tens of millions of Americans are in desperate need because the real economy continues to implode all around us. Um, all right, oh yeah, Con, I had seen that too. It says he going into the minimum wage, but then Joe Biden is talking about raising the federal minimum wage to $15 an hour. You know, so these guys on the left, they acting like they giving the people everything they want, right? You know, you're gonna get your universal income. You know, then we're gonna give you your universal health insurance, okay? And then guess what? You know what I'm saying? We can get your minimum wage gonna be up too. You know, and all for what? All for that shit just to crash, man. You know, but they're already building that infrastructure though. You know, so they're already gonna have that infrastructure of the government is gonna be the one that pay you, man. After all this shit crash, you know. This is a clever plot, you know, by this damn devil, man. All right, but we know what the hell's going on, and you, Jake, should know, man. After what this devil has done to you, anytime he acts like he's doing something good for you, he's actually doing bad. You know. This is Isaiah chapter 31 and verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. You know, and that's talking about you, Jakes. You know, you've been doing this since the ancient days, man. Always trusting these heathen and these Edomites, you know, over your power, man. All right, and totally invested in them lock, stock, and barrel, man. Okay, this is Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth, man. That hour of temptation is talking about that RFID chip, man. All right, the Karagma, man, the mark of the beast. Okay, and that's gonna be a spiritual thing, man. It ain't because of how many push-ups you done did or how many fires you can start. All right, it's gonna be a spiritual aspect to it, man. So it's gonna keep your mind centered. You know what I'm saying? Away from getting that goddamn chip, man. All right, and the carnal minded, all those carnal minded men, they're gonna take it, man. Okay, and we already know all these people out here, these especially these Jakes, they're nothing but a bunch of zombies. You know. Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 5, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusted in man and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Lord. Okay? So cursed be the man that trusted in man. Alright, if you waiting on the government to help you out, alright, to pull you up, to continue your furtherance here in Babylon, hey man, you done. You're gonna see destruction. You know? It says, this is Psalm chapter 91 and verse 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty, man. So, you a man of the Lord, you don't got nothing to worry about, man. You know, you just gotta just keep doing your part in the movie and just watch the movie, man, and participate, okay? But that's all I had. I pray this as an edifying call out. Y'all about Shimmy Ashai, Russian with Crocodiles, and double honor to the apostles and elders, great millstone. A peace that takes I am doing this work in truth, sincerity, and the four corners of the earth. And Shalom.